Another day, it's Friday, near the end of another week. Right then, talk about today. I want to talk about one big thing that's been a part of my life from anxiety till now, which has changed quite a lot, and it's waking up and fearing the day, not knowing what the day is going to bring, can send anxiety into overload. I don't know if you've experienced it, but I've experienced it, and not as much now, but I did when I had lots of mental health issues. And so, in the good old days of mental health, waking up, fearing the negatives of the day that haven't happened, not likely to happen, but you still wake up fearing and thinking, oh God, if that's going to happen today, I'm going to do this. If that's going to happen today, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to be, anxiety's going to go way over the roof kind of thing. And waking up and just not getting out of bed because you just don't want to face it, you know. As I said, those days for me are far and few between. But when I do wake up feeling like that, I just say to myself, you know what, the day hasn't happened yet. And what's the worst that could happen? You know, if things go wrong, naturally us humans just face the problems and do the best we can to get through it. And I'm sure in the good old days of caveman days kind of thing, you know, and I'm sure they woke up fearing about saber-toothed tigers and that kind of stuff, fearing about where they're going to eat next, what they're going to kill next, you know. But we have that fight, flight, or freeze, what do you call it? Yeah. And, you know, you naturally do what you naturally do when things go wrong. But anxiety puts a block on thinking that, you know what I mean? It stops you thinking rationally. You know, it's that voice inside your head that gives you all the negative feelings in the morning, and you listen to it and you think, yeah, I agree with you there, mate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what do? Just anxiety all day. I used to wake up, and well, I do wake up now. I'm not used to wake up. When I used to wake up in those days, it was sometimes I woke up in a good mood, feeling happy, thinking, yeah, this is a nice day, this is a nice feeling, I'm happy now, not a care in the world. But then you start thinking, okay, because I'm feeling happy and joyful, something's going to knock it down, something out there is going to make me negative again. Something out there is going to knock a smile off my face. So then I spend the rest of the day waiting for that to happen and be miserable all day. And it's like, Darren, what are you doing? You got the day ahead of you, you haven't lived it, you know. You ruined your whole day just by waking up and listening to the voices, you know. Those days are very far and few between now, you know. After lots of years of therapy, it's facing the fears, you know. It's not a fear. Fear is a bad word. Facing the unknown. Stop calling it fear. That's that one. Yeah, I will do. Not knowing the day ahead. You've got no control over it until things happen, you know. Yeah, you can decide to walk downtown. You can decide to do this at work, that at work. But it's your choice, you know. Your choices can bring positivity or negativity, depending on you. But if you start the day negative, it's going to make other people negative, and it was like a domino effect. If you go to work now, or whenever you go to work, and you've got a smile on your face, people will smile back, and it'll be nice. If you go to work frowning, like I used to do, people think they've done something wrong, and they get a bit like disjointed and go, okay, he's miserable, so I'll be miserable as well then. It's like that kind of vibe rubs off onto people, I think. But positivity rubs off to people as well, you know. what I've learned being a people person in the shop is if you can make a customer smile, it can change the whole day for you and the customer. It's creating a memory for the customer that will come back. If you go to a customer, oh yeah, okay, bugger off then, they're not going to come back, are they? Come off it, you know. It's one of the things it's not the kind of thing you can snap out of. You have to go through, learn these mind tools and figure out why you're waking up miserable, or why you're waking up this kind of way. You've got to figure that out, and then you've got to stop them voices. You've got to put a block on it. You've got to use mind tools to help you. Yeah, I still get the bad days, the days that I used to go to work and I couldn't physically listen to people that made me want to vomit. I couldn't talk to people that made me want to vomit. It just made me like feel sick, and I never talked to anyone about it, and I was stupid of me, but therapy's helped. And now I get them days, but I know what it is. I can figure it out. I can smile. I can carry on the day, and that's just like a hovering some parts where I don't have to reach for. It's like it shrunk, that anxiety shrunk to a degree where it's there, but it's like, oh, you're still there, are you? Oh, okay, stay there, I don't care, it doesn't bother me. You know, rather than it being a whole fog in your whole mind and that kind of stuff, you know. That's how I feel. That's how I can talk about this kind of stuff. And if you do suffer from that, you can, I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a GP. You need to get some medical advice. You need to see a therapist or a counsellor, whatever you call it, whatever part of the world you're in. You need to sort this out because it can ruin your whole life, you know. It can ruin your friendships, it can ruin relationships, it can ruin a lot of things, even your life, you know. So you need to really figure this out, really find out what the triggers are, what's going on. I'm happy to be sitting here right now talking to you about this because it's been a big part of my life, and my aim is to help people. My aim is to be someone who can not be a cure, but give you my story. For if you know someone is going through it, then by all means get help to help them, you know what I mean. The best way I think to help someone, if they're able to, is to give them documentation to read or study themselves, and they've got more chance of learning from that than someone telling them, you know what I mean. Okay, so that's that over it really. Anyway, back to more positive. I woke up at midnight this morning, and yesterday's video I did take some video of the moon, but that was at like 9 o'clock when it was getting dark. This is at midnight when it was dark. So I've done the Pocket 3 normal and low light, and Action 5 in normal and low light, just so you can see a bit of a difference. I just did it for the fun. I thought, you know what, why not? I got the opportunity, why not? So yeah, I put them at the end of this video. But I'm doing good, I'm doing okay. I needed that talk. I need to talk more about that, you know what I mean. I need to really do that and talk about what I'm been through and how things have changed, you know, before and after effect of anxiety. I still suffer with mental health and anxiety and stuff, but I got control over it. That's what this video is mainly about. Anyway, I'll leave you with that, and if this helps someone, please comment, please like, and subscribe if you feel like you need to. This isn't going to be every video, but it's going to be when I can, you know. So, yeah, give me some comments. Let me know if you know someone who are all going through this, or if you are seeking help and advice, or, you know, you've got the same before and after story as me. Please comment, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Toodle pips.